Pennsylvania is home to a couple of the best cities in the country, but the capital city of the Commonwealth is the often overlooked mid-sized city of Harrisburg. I visit Harrisburg often as part of my job, and I think it's an interesting city with a few surprises. In this series, I briefly cover a city's history, population, skyline, as well as a few things that make it unique. Now let's meet Harrisburg. I always like to start by exploring how a city wound up being where it is today. The Englishman John Harris Sr. established a trading post in 1718 near the Susquehanna River to trade with the local Susquehanna tribe. The trading post was located near the widest part of the Susquehanna, where the river is nearly a mile wide. Harris decided to also operate a ferry across the river, which gave the settlement the name of Harris's Ferry. It wasn't until 1785 that John Harris Sr.'s son laid out plans for a town and named it Harrisburg. And then in 1812, Harrisburg became the capital of Pennsylvania due to its central location within the state and its convenient access to the Susquehanna River. Today, Harrisburg has a population of just over 50,000 people, which makes it sound a lot smaller than it really is. That would make it the 10th largest city in Pennsylvania, but when accounting for metro population, Harrisburg is much larger and anchors the 4th largest metro area in the state with a population of just under 600,000 people. As someone who works in cities throughout Pennsylvania, I can tell you that the metro ranking strikes me as the much more accurate representation of Harrisburg's size. Given the fact that it's the capital of one of the largest states in the country, it shouldn't come as a surprise that the largest employer in the city is the government. Call me shallow, but when it comes to cities, I think appearances matter, which is why evaluating a city's skyline is usually my favorite part of making these videos. Harrisburg's skyline isn't pretty by any means, but it's actually a decent-sized skyline given the city's size. If you took the average height of the city's tallest 5 buildings, you'd get a height of 284 feet, which is just 2 feet shorter than the larger city of El Paso, Texas. The tallest building in the city is the 333 Market Street, which, of all of the city's tallest buildings I've talked about on this channel to this point, this one has to be the ugliest. On the other hand, the best looking building in Harrisburg is the state capitol. In fact, Teddy Roosevelt said that it was the handsomest building he ever saw. It's also been referred to as a palace of art. The centerpiece of the building is the huge dome inspired after St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, which gives the Capitol a very powerful look. Also in downtown Harrisburg is the Broad Street Market, which is the oldest continuously operating market in the whole country. Vendors at the market fed thousands of Union soldiers during the Civil War. And the highest point in the city is actually the National Civil War Museum, which sits on a hill just east of downtown. The museum was designed to tell the story of the Civil War from both sides without bias for either cause. Harrisburg is home to a dozen or so bridges, several of which are about a mile in length as they span the Susquehanna. The Rockville Bridge is one of those, and it's the longest stone masonry bridge in the whole world. Connected to the city by these bridges is City Island, which is where the stadium of Harrisburg's minor league baseball team, the Harrisburg Senators, plays. Unfortunately, City Island isn't the city's most famous island. That title belongs to 3 Mile Island, which is where the country's worst commercial nuclear accident occurred. There was a partial meltdown of one of the reactors which led to radiation being released and people needing to evacuate the area. The event contributed to the decline of building new nuclear reactors everywhere. And I'll wrap this video up on a sweeter note by pointing out that Hershey, Pennsylvania is located just outside of Harrisburg. Hershey is referred to as the sweetest place on earth because it's where Milton Hershey built the world-famous chocolate company in 1905. Today, the town has several attractions, including Hershey's Chocolate World and Hershey Park, which, in my opinion, is one of the best amusement parks in the country. Well, that wraps up my video about Harrisburg. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and check out some of my other videos about cities. Thanks for watching.